This is the Business Experience Show, where we connect those who want to know more about digital marketing, social media, and business strategy with entrepreneurs who are succeeding in today's marketplace. Follow our blog, join our online network, or connect with us at thebusinessexperienceshow.com. And now, your host, Lisa Caprelli.
Welcome to the Business Experience Show. Also here with me is co-host Brian Gapps. The goal of the Prosperity Center is to help those with limited resources explore the power of small business ownership. Orange County Executive Director Cassandra Novak-Tobey is here to talk about the group's mission, its upcoming events, and how you can be involved. Welcome, Cassandra.
Thank you.
Hi. Tell us about the Prosperity Center.
Well, the Prosperity Center was actually founded just recently in September of 2012, but in some ways it's not really a new program for Orange County. It was actually run through another well-known organization here in Orange County for about 2 or 3 years. And that organization, like some organizations do, it grows, it changes, and its strategic vision and alignment changed, and the program was just no longer a fit. So when I left that organization, I really decided I had a passion for helping entrepreneurs grow and decided to continue that program and its services through building the Prosperity Center. So what we do is we provide a 15-week course for individuals that are interested in starting their own business. The purpose of that course is really to teach business development skills and to help them build their business plan. We do believe that a business plan is a really vital and important part of starting any business, and not so much just with the old adage of if you don't plan, you plan to fail, etc. Really what we want to stress is that it's the experience of building the plan that is important rather than having it, and learning all of the components of really having a strong business that are important.
And so with fewer traditional employment opportunities available, do you find people turning to entrepreneurism as an alternative to traditional employment?
Absolutely. In fact, that is probably one of our largest components of our program. Even over the last 3 years, we've seen with the economic downturn, a lot of folks coming to the program who have MBAs, who have 15 or 20 years experience in middle management and were laid off. And after 2 years of just being told they're overqualified, they don't have what the organization's looking for, or the job's just not being there, we really help them to look at the skill set they have and realize that maybe self-employment is the best way to go. And not only does it help them create a position for themselves, but what we really want to stress is that through self-employment, we're really eventually hoping to build a business that will create more jobs and build the economy.
And do you find that people understand owning a small business coming into the program, or are they coming in cold?
A little bit of both. Some people come in with really great, strong ideas. Maybe some of them have even had a business before, but just in a different area. But we also do get those folks that really almost get disenfranchised during the process, because one of the things we're really helping them to do is look at the feasibility of their business idea. And just because you're a great artist or you make a great piece of jewelry or you have an idea, it doesn't mean that the market is going to stand for that product or the pricing you want to offer, and the reality is not always there.
So in a sense, you were saving people from themselves.
And actually, that's very true. In fact, we consider a success not only the person that builds a great business and goes on to hire people later, but I consider it a personal success when I help somebody realize, I don't want to take all my retirement money and invest it in this, because the reality is this business isn't going to work. So what else can I do?
And we always say that, people say I have $1 million idea. It's not the idea that's worth $1 million. It's the execution of the idea.
Absolutely.
And there's so much that goes into this, and I know that you guys cover this with your program at the Prosperity Center. Business plan, marketing, legal issues, management, pricing, placement, promotion, e-commerce, technology, selling, cash flow, accounting and financing. It sounds like it could be overwhelming at times, and it can be, and so you're there to give a helping hand.
We are, and that's actually something that comes up a lot during the course is as individuals start doing their homework and having to turn pieces of their business plan in, I so often get that, I sat down to work on my marketing and I started thinking this and this and this, and then suddenly I was overwhelmed. And one of the things we really do is I say, hey, if that happens, pick up the phone and come talk to me. It's okay, or send me an email. Right. But more importantly, focus on the assignment itself. The program is designed to build upon itself for a reason and to help you not get so stressed out by how overwhelming all the components can be. So if you try and keep focused in the moment and in the one topic, sometimes sometimes it's a little less stressful.
What is your business background, Cassandra?
Actually, ironically, my first business was started when I was 12.
Great. Tell us about it.
I started a business baking bread in the neighborhood. I loved to bake. I still love to bake. And my mom helped me learn how to make both wheat and white. And I would go out during the week and I would take orders from all of our neighbors. And then I would come in one day a week. I would bake the bread and deliver it fresh the next morning. Mom and I usually stayed up all night, so it was still warm bread first thing in the morning. And I actually, this was back in the early 80s. So I saved enough money to buy a plane ticket to go to Florida and spend a week with my aunt and actually go to Disneyland. So for a 12-year-old, that was pretty good. But I grew up in a really entrepreneurial family. My mom had 2 businesses before I was 12, and my dad left the corporate world and started his own business when I was in high school, which he still runs today. So
well, hats off to you.
Thank you.
What are some of the programs that you offer at the Prosperity Center? Let's talk about some of the individual programs that you have.
So our biggest, obviously, is our 15-week course. And through that, we also bring in guest speakers.
And is that the Micro Enterprise Development course?
Absolutely. It's our 15-week course. It meets 1 time a week for 3 hours and lasts 15 weeks. And again, like we said, it's about process of working through your business plan. But in addition to that, we also have guest speakers for each of those courses. So we really are helping people to connect with potential mentors, potential business resources. The last day of the class, we actually have each of our students do a 5-minute pitch, and we have a panel of business experts there to give them feedback and begin to give them the advice on how to talk about their business. We also have a partnership with an organization called micromentor.org. It's a website, kind of works like Match.com, except for entrepreneurs, and it connects them with mentors around the world and across the nation who are interested in helping entrepreneurs. So we build within our organization local Orange County individuals interested in being mentors to our business owners, but we also connect them to this site and connect them to mentors as well.
So it sounds like you have a good collaborative there, and it sounds like people, I'm sure, we find as you work together in business relationships that you build, that people have synergistic opportunities come between them.
Absolutely. Both, as guest speakers, we often see that somebody comes in to talk as a guest speaker, they become the expert, they're the resource to our clients. As the client's business grows, they go back to that resource. Right. So there really is a lot of synergy going around. I am a huge believer in collaboration. I don't think any organization can grow in this current economy without collaborating with other organizations. And because I'm so passionate about small business and what it can do for the economy, I really do try to reach out for those experts that are entrepreneurs themselves. So when I look for a marketing expert, I'm looking for one that maybe started their own marketing firm. I've reached out to you, Lisa, in fact, to help with some things. So it's that ability to not only grow the economy stronger, but grow it also through helping support the businesses that are already there.
And some of the greatest entrepreneurs don't go at it alone. You have to get outside help. You have to recruit people. You have to be not afraid to ask for help when you need it.
Absolutely.
And you also have some specific programs, I think, for women, for military veterans. Things like that.
I wouldn't say that they're specific to those folks, but they're a passion that we have. I myself am the wife of a Gulf War vet, a Marine, and so I have a big heart for veterans, and I really believe that they go through a lot of challenges when they come back. And so one of the options we want to present to them is, rather than fighting in this economy for a job, sometimes taking the skill sets and using the things that they learned. I really believe some of the things they learn in the military really helps them to be a stronger entrepreneur, that doing what needs to be done, following it through to the end attitude really helps them to be successful business owners.
We're listening to the Business Experience Show. We're talking with Cassandra Novak-Tobey. For more information, her website is prosperitycenter.org. That's prosperitycenter.org.
And I know throughout the year you also do some special one-time events, but I know though it takes place in one night, there's certainly a lot of preparation for that. And one of those coming up this week is on this Thursday, and it's called Entrepreneur Idol.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
So Entrepreneur Idol has actually been something I've been thinking about for a long time. Any small business owner out there will know that when you get started, one of the hardest things to do is to come up with funding. And I wanted to, obviously, as a nonprofit, we need support from the community ourselves. And so when I came up with the idea of a fundraiser, I wanted it to be something that also reflected who we were as an organization, and it not only helped us as an organization, but helped the people we had served. So the idea behind Entrepreneur Idol is kind of a mix of the Shark Tank and American Idol, and becomes Entrepreneur Idol. The event will start with a great cocktail hour and networking opportunity for those that attend.
And by the way, it's Thursday, June 13th, and it's from 5:30
to 9.
Mm-hmm. And so if you want tickets to this, you can go right to your website, prosperitycenter.org.
Yep, there's a nice big logo on the homepage that says Entrepreneur Idol. Click on there and you can register for the event.
And so let's describe the picture, what people can expect, and we want them to attend this exciting event. It's the first Entrepreneur Idol here in Orange County.
Absolutely. So the first hour, 5:30 to 6:30, is a cocktail hour, great networking opportunity. We have a lot of entrepreneurs, business experts, investors that are going to be attending. We're also going to be having an auction during that time, and we've got some amazing prizes, from a 2-hour sailboat wine and cheese sale for up to 8 people to a lot of things geared for entrepreneurs, a 2-day entrepreneur revolution intensive training and business books, all sorts of great prizes. The dinner is actually being catered by one of our past graduates, and we'll be having a great sit-down dinner. And during that, the program, Lisa's going to be our MC and keep everything high energy and focused and on time for the evening. But we're going to have a great contest where we're going to have 4 presenters that are previous graduates of the program. They're kind of going to do a 5-minute pitch. We're going to have 4 judges who are going to give them a little bit of feedback, some constructive criticism, and some suggestions on how to continue to grow their business. But the fun part for you as the audience is you'll actually get to vote and rank these great contestants to help them win some cash and prizes. Our biggest sponsor of the night is Fast Start Studio, and they are an accelerator program that donated a $20,000 scholarship as the grand prize for our contestants. So we're really excited about that.
It sounds like so much fun. And Cassandra here with prosperitycenter.org.
I want to know, how are people faring with technology these days? That's a big part of starting business and getting into it. And are people coming in with those skills? I'm sure you see both sides, but is
absolutely see both sides. You know, we serve a huge age range of population, and I think the generation you come from really makes a difference. The younger entrepreneurs that we're getting that are in their mid to late 20s are very comfortable. They're using social media already, just even for socializing. Folks like myself, I'm comfortable with Facebook, LinkedIn. Twitter was a little bit more of a panic, even for me. My first tweet was kind of a panic-inducing experience, so I empathize strongly. And then I have a lot of clients who are typically what you would consider retirement age, but due to the economy, again, they're having to go back into the workforce and start the idea of maybe using the skills that they learned. And that's probably the generation that has the most trouble. They maybe don't even have a Facebook page for one reason or another. So usually we're trying to ease them in. Well, you know what? Why don't you just create a page and come follow us and work on that. Follow us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and just play with that for a while. And then we'll ease you into the idea of having it for your business and having to produce material yourself.
And even beyond learning how to use it, do they understand why they need to use it?
We really do work on that. We actually make sure that when we cover marketing, we actually have a marketing professional come in that has a background in social media, who can not only show them some tricks of the trade, so to speak, but really does stress for them why it's so important to use those things with their business.
And so I like Entrepreneur Idol because it offers financial resources, and that's really important for people.
Absolutely. It's probably one of the biggest struggles, especially for a starting small business. Even organizations like the SBA, who have great products out there, most of their products you don't become eligible until your business is operated for at least a year and has shown that it can be operated in the black. So there really aren't very many options out there for folks who maybe, especially some of the low-income folks we've worked with, who maybe don't have the greatest credit in the world. Not that they have bad credit. Sometimes they just don't have any credit. And so banks and SBA and those kind of things aren't an option for them. So we really work with them with that bootstrapping concept and how can you build a little at a time and build on the resources within itself.
And I don't know the roots of the Prosperity Center, but in 2006, Muhammad Yunus won the Nobel Peace Prize for pioneering microloans to help disadvantaged people start small businesses. And much like the power and impact of microlending in third world countries, your goal seems like it is to nurture the seeds of local entrepreneurial growth.
Absolutely. I have such a strong belief in the power of entrepreneurialism and what it can do for the economy. There's a great quote by a gentleman named Louis Solomon who wrote a book called Microenterprise in American Cities. And while I won't get it word for word, it is on my website. But essentially what he talks about is the fact that entrepreneurs really are a catalyst. They change the economy, they are role models for the community, and those kind of things. And that's really what we believe in and we want to foster.
Any last words?
I would love to see more people come out to the Entrepreneur Idol. We have a great program, and I think it'll really be worth your time. And of course, we could use your support to help grow the economy here in Orange County.
So if you want to get involved in your business, what can they do? And they have time.
Absolutely. There are quite a few opportunities with the Entrepreneur Idol. You can even still sponsor. So please contact us through our website.
And give your website, Cassandra.
It's www.prosperitycenter.org.
Thank you, Cassandra. For more information about the Prosperity Center and Entrepreneur Idol, or to reach our show, go to thebusinessexperienceShow.com. I'm Lisa Caprelli. This video show is produced by Brian Gapps. Theme music by Mike Warner. Voiceover by Bruce Barker. You're listening to the Business Experience Show on Angels Radio AM 830 KLAA.
If you've been wanting more leads, more results through social media, search engine optimization, video SEO, a better web presence, The Business Experience Show and Lisa Caprelli can help you. Contact us today at thebusinessexperienceshow.com. That's thebusinessexperienceshow.com.